What does the Bible say about a disrespectful wife?
What's going on?
What's up?
What's up? This is Lola and Ola. What does the Bible say about a disrespectful wife?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking you now. Yeah.
I don't know. Please educate me. Okay.
Educate you, right?
All right.
You know, I think people.
I'm still a baby Christian.
Me too. The other day, somebody said, you guys are gonna laugh at me for this one. Somebody said the name of their child is Ezra, and we're at the church barbecue.
Okay.
And they said the name of their child is Ezra, and the boy, it looks like a boy, and I'm like, wait, the name boy is Ezra? And she was kind of looking at me like yeah, like I was like, music department is my department. Sorry,
You're not a Bible scholar.
I'm not your typical Bible scholar. So Ezra sounds like Esther to me, so I think it'll be like a girl. I thought it would be a girl. But anyway, what does the Bible say about a disrespectful wife? This is not Ali, so we do try. I don't know about you. I try to note all the Bible verses that support all the different principles that we teach.
Marriage.
Yeah. We do teach a lot of principles that a lot of people will try to claim that the Bible is against it, but it's actually cap. The Bible supports all of the principles. It just depends on if you are trying to manipulate the Bible.
Right.
Now, at that point,
which people do from time to time.
Which people do. At that point, I can't help you. So, with that being said, definitely I want to show what the Bible says about a disrespectful wife. A disrespectful wife, is that a thing? Does that even exist?
A disrespectful wife.
Yes.
Wow.
Let me see your take on
People
that.
can be disrespectful, yeah. So
it's not the fact that the person is a wife that's the problem.
Woman, yeah.
It's just a disrespectful person.
Yeah, right.
People try to blame everything on marriage. On marriage, okay, on women.
Yeah, women get most of the blame.
On women, yeah.
We have to be fair.
Yeah, people try to blame everything on the marriage or the wife, Honestly, a lot of women try to blame things on men too. So let's not front here.
You mean the wives?
Wives would
Try
tend
to
blame
blame
on their husband.
Women blame the women.
I know.
Okay? Women get a lot of judgment, okay?
That's another thing.
We don't have a lot of support like you think. I think men actually have support. You have support from women and you also have support
You think men have support?
No, you have support from one another. Like if you guys open up to one another, you can have support. But women, the minute we talk, women judge other women. Check it out.
That's another topic entirely.
Okay.
That's arguable. But we're gonna try to keep it a buck here. But anyway, yes. So let's
hear what the Bible says.
Here's what the Bible says. Let me see here if I can show it really quickly. Boom. There you go. Here's what the Bible says. I don't know if that's big enough.
I can't see.
You can't see.
Yeah.
The Bible right here in Ephesians. So you have a disrespectful wife, and you have a problem with it. Now, this answer right here is probably the typical run-to answer for most people, but they probably will not be able to explain it properly.
Okay.
And this is Ephesians 5. Is the famous Ephesians 5 verses 22.
Oh, to submit to your husband.
To 25.
Right.
So, yes, verse 22 says, "Wives, submit to your own husbands." Unfortunately, sorry, did you have them close the door?
Yeah, the door is closed.
Okay. Unfortunately, you have a wife who is not submitting to you for whatever reason. And this is the problem right now, right? Because if your wife was submitted to the authority of the marriage, not even you, but the authority of the marriage, they would not be they won't be coming off as disrespectful. They will be aware, right? So you have a problem, So one of the cases we try to make is that his wife just submit first, right? Why? Because 22 comes before verse 25, where it says, "Husbands, love your wife," right? But that's manipulation. Let's not worry about what order, right? Bottom line is that there's instruction here for the husband as well.
Yes.
Which is, husband, love your wife as Christ loved the church. So he didn't just say love your wife, because you may just love your wife, right? But as Christ loved the church, now we have to unpack. What does that mean? What does it look like when Christ loved the church? Is that unconditional in nature?
That is unconditional love.
Are we talking about dying for a person here?
I don't know. Husbands, this is a big pressure on the men.
Right.
To have unconditional love.
It's pressure, But it also says, as he gave up himself for her, right? Excuse me. Gave up himself for her, that he might this part right here, my father showed me this part.
Okay.
This part right here, that he might sanctify her, having cleansed her by the washing of water with the word, so that he might present the church to himself in splendor, without spot or wrinkle or any such thing, that she might be holy and without blemish. This part here, when my father explained to me, and I took it and ran with it, is that women will come with blemish. It is your loving them that will remove that blemish and make them spotless.
Wow.
Right? So, contrary to people that try to play semantics, that is 22 that come first before 25, she should submit first. Actually, you're loving your wife will present her to you, just like present, church to Christ, right? Without blemish, right? Without spot or wrinkle or any such thing, that she might be holy and without blemish. It's like one thing lead to another. When you love her, but let me be realistic here, right? When you love her, you can potentially help her remove the blemish, all the spots, because from my understanding and modern times understanding, what you give a woman, she will multiply. Anyway, we kind of know that.
Right.
That's what the feminine energy does. You will have to create a comfortable environment for the feminine energy to blossom.
You have to set the tone.
You have to set the tone.
As the man.
And this verse is saying that right now. So let's pretend like we're jumping through. I know you think your wife is supposed to, as a duty, submit to you. But you have an effective problem in your hands, in which case you find yourself here. We don't need to understand why you find yourself here. Why is it that she's disrespectful? Honestly, we don't really need to understand that right now. If we're talking to you one-on-one, we will be interested, right? So we can help you navigate that. But the answer to the question, honestly, is very simple. You have to love her through that process. That's going to be a function of time and patience. So you can't say, I've loved her, and tomorrow, and then you say, I'm tired.
Yes.
Right? That's also a test of how patient
you are.
Right?
Yes.
So, is there a point where you can keep loving her and you should say, no, it's not working? No, that should be now, honestly. Okay? See, you don't really have to be present in that person's life at that level to still love them, right? You can love a person and not necessarily be in a romantic relationship with them. So if you feel like you're pouring from an empty cup, why don't you take care of yourself first?
Love yourself first, yes.
That doesn't have a timeline. You should start taking care of yourself right now. We're not waiting. Like if you feel like you're the one giving, and she just keeps taking from you by being disrespectful, remove yourself right now. It can be temporarily.
It's how you actually move, I believe. If you allow someone to disrespect you, they won't stop. But how do you not allow somebody to disrespect you?
Exactly.
Is moving yourself out of the way. You know? temporary, like you said.
Right, so they can appreciate you.
Yes.
Because if you're just readily available there, you're not moving.
Right.
It's no wonder they'll take you for granted, especially if it's not changing anything. Like they're getting what
There's
they're
no
getting,
consequences
right?
for their
They're being
actions.
disrespectful and they're still being rewarded for it. Why should they change?
Exactly.
Right? So the problem is that people trying to conflict loving her with you have to stay there and be getting beat up. Those are two different things.
And that confuses me when people say that.
Don't be a doormat.
Because now you don't love yourself because you're loving somebody else. How's that even love?
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
That's not love.
So I'll definitely say don't be a doormat if you want her to start respecting you.
Right.
It starts by respecting yourself. How do you respect yourself? Just love her without expecting so much back from her, knowing that she's human. And if you love her, I know that sounds almost contradictory, right? But if you have this problem, you know where to find us. You can book a free coaching session, and then we can unpack that a little bit more. Anything else you want to add on to that?
Love yourself.
Love yourself.